Boruto is still boring as fuck. Welcome back to Everything Anime Podcast. I'm one of your host, Shinry. Here at the Everything Anime Podcast, talk about from anime, manga, video games, TV shows, other relevant topics we're talking about. Today's video is on Boruto. I think it's Blue Vortex, Chapter 14. So I didn't talk about the last one because it was kind of like a lot of just random talking and nonsense. Nothing really happened. There's a teaser about this new Divine Tree person at the end, which we do see at the end of this one, but his design ain't even that impressive. He doesn't even look that intimidating. Naruto's original character designs were way more creative than this, and it's even been talked about that Sadara and the class president are overly sexualized designed. So just throw the whole thing away. Just end it right here. End the next chapter, because the whole thing is stupid, including this chapter, which we're going to talk about. So, Boruto has been captured and is being interrogated currently by Konohamaru, as well as Ibiki, the guy from the Chunin exams in Naruto Part 1, or just Naruto, and then the two elders. They're still alive for some reason. Like, they old as fuck. They was old as fuck in Naruto, and this is like fucking 26 years later, because we know Naruto was like 18 at the end of, 17 at the end of Naruto, and then he had a kid some 8 years later. Boruto was 8 when Boruto first started. It was 8, so Naruto was like 25. And then like 3 years passed, so like Naruto was like 28. So yeah, these people, how they fucking date 100 years old, centuries old. I mean, I know anime has old people and they're still alive, but these guys look like they looked old as fuck in the first Naruto. They look even old as shit now. So I'm not sure why they alive, but they also looking in on the meeting. We also got to look at Ino and Sakura, who has been back after like 80-something chapters. I don't even think Sakura was in all of Boruto, the manga. I know she was in that one shot about Sakura's backstory, and Ino was like in some of the chapters when Shikamaru was like trying to patch her in, but like this really felt like Sakura been gone forever, because I ain't seen her at all. I mean, she don't really do anything. She's just being a healer, but she's like, your wounds are... And Noji's wounds, Ino's there because that's her son, but like, she's like, his wounds already healed because that's because Himawari had used her bullshit Nine Tails power to heal him with her Jesus Naruto powers, which Naruto only got from the Sage and Six Pass, so yeah, all that shit. But also the big problem, I guess, this chapter is will Boruto reveal the truth about what Eida did, about like swapping him and Kawaki's places and everybody's minds? That's kind of like the big thing, but like, I found out that got resolved in Boruto BV Chapter 2. We found out Shikamaru kind of already knew, or whatever. It wasn't a lot long ago. Like, this plot about this body swapping, mind swapping, whatever, has been resolved way too quickly. Like, that was your big reveal at the end of Boruto manga, and then Boruto BV, like, apparently everybody already knows. We didn't get the fugitive arc. It's like the Dark Hero arc in My Hero Academia, like how Deku went Dark Hero for like 6 chapters. But this is even less than that. So that's what I mean. Like, and we already talked about how the Dark Hero arc was just just throw the whole arc away. Because if you're not actually going to do something with it, if you're not going to expand it for like 50 chapters, if it's not going to be like a full thing, don't even start it. So, and that's how I feel about that. Like, you know, people talk about One Piece being too long, but like, at least One Piece, when something is unresolved, it's brought back later, or it's expanded upon. Like, this plot just went nowhere. Also, it's revealed that the Divine Tree people, they want to devour Himawari, Sadara, and Konohamaru for information. And I was like, what information? I mean, Konohamaru, I guess, is like the grandson of the third Hokage, but he was barely in Naruto. Himawari, what information will she have? I mean, I guess she has the Nine Tails, which they didn't even know about. They were looking for Naruto. And then Sadara, who, why do y'all want her? Because y'all already have somebody going after Sasuke. So I don't know. If that's the best idea you can come up with, is the reason why they want them is for information. I was like, I mean, even Boruto's kind of like, that might be why they after them, I think. Like, so even Boruto's like, that's a bullshit reason, but that's all we got to go off of. Also, it turns out that Jura is one of the Divine Trees, who isn't a clone copy, isn't a prototype like the others. He's a replica of the Ten Tails itself, which, I mean, I guess, I mean, they don't... We know that Ten Tails is still alive, so you being a reincarnation of the Ten Tails, while the Ten Tails are still trapped wherever the fuck Code is, which, who the fuck Code went, who the fuck knows? If he's gonna come back, who knows? But like, if the Ten Tails wasn't shown, or had turned into Jura, that would make more sense, but the Ten Tails being Jura, doesn't mean anything. Anyways, as interrogation goes on, they finally ask the big question, why did you kill Naruto? And I half cared if he was going to lie or tell the truth. The truth would be like, me and Kawaki swap places. But we also found out like maybe 1 or 2 chapters ago, like Kawaki doesn't want to kill Boruto doesn't want to kill Kawaki. So that whole first opening chapter, the whole first big thing that we all were like hyped up about Boruto, like you killed the Seven Hokage, you killed my father, so now we're going to fight to the death. That whole thing is gone. That whole stake is gone. So I expected him to lie, but he actually ends up telling like half the truth. He does say that Naruto and Hinata are trapped somewhere, which is true. He's like, I'm just not going to tell you. So he's protecting Kawaki, which Kawaki just has no response to. Because again, we both know how they feel about it. So yeah, again, it's this whole thing is giving nothing. It's giving a nothing series. It's just shit just happening just to happen, basically. They of course ask him. But Boruto want to protect Kawaki, says, I'm not telling. I think I just talked about that. But yeah, Boruto's just like, I'm not telling you, but yeah, they're safe. And they're like, well, that's a bullshit reason. We're supposed to believe that they're safe because you say so. That's basically what they say to him. So they get the dude from the exams with the scars. I think his name is Irabara, Ishiki, whatever the fuck his name is. He basically does what Jim Gordon did to the Joker whenever he let Batman into the interrogation room. Basically,
Harvey Dent never made it home.
Of course not.
What have you done with him?
Me? I was right here. Who did you leave him with? Your people? Assuming, of course, that they are still your people and not Maroni's. Does it depress you, Commissioner, to know just how alone you really are? Does it make you feel responsible for Harvey Dent's current predicament?
Where is he?
What's the time?
What difference does that make?
Well, depending on the time, he may be in one spot or several.
If we're gonna play games, I'm gonna need a cup of coffee.
The good cop, bad cop routine?
Not exactly.
Never start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. He can't feel the neck. See?
You wanted me. Here I am.
to that. And when that don't work, they call in Mitsuki, hoping to poison Boruto. They're like, hey, just torture him a little bit. Don't kill him. Just give him enough poison where, he'll be in pain, but, he's not going to die. And Mitsuki's like, okay, whatever. But the moment Mitsuki steps in, Boruto's like, hey, kid, are you still gay? And, yeah, I know he actually says, are you still searching for your fake son? Are you still searching for your son? But as I said, it was confirmed in the chapter that I reviewed about that Mitsuki is in love with Kawaki / Boruto. Mitsuki is gay, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm gay, but that's basically what it's implying. And, of course, this would trigger Mitsuki to attack Boruto. But it turns out it's just a ploy so that he could use one of his snakes to set Boruto's shackles free. Because, again, we also learned in that same chapter where we learned he was in love with Kawaki / Boruto is that he believes that Boruto is his son, believes he is in love with Boruto, or was in love with Boruto, but he's fully in love with Kawaki, whatever. So he sets him free, which, of course, allows Boruto to escape. Again, where are the stakes? The dude just got captured last chapter. He escapes this chapter. Your stakes are just gone every next chapter. So there's no, long-term effects. There's no lingering effects going on. Everything is just taken care of the next chapter. It's like Fairy Tail. When Fairy Tail, whenever, the characters are like, oh, we gotta go to the training arc, but then, their whole training arc's been skipped because they went through some time bullshit, so then they just get stronger in the second. Yeah, it's that. Before they can even worry about Boruto's escape, though, we get a message from the village in the sand, and it turns out Kankuro, who has a terrible design. All the characters in Boruto actually have terrible designs, but he reports that Gaara and his son were taken down. We don't know how. We don't see how. We just learned that, like, yeah, they were turned into some trees. Maybe them tree freezers got to them and bit their ass. Who the fuck knows? At least we know the son got turned into a tree. The dad, Gara, just got taken down. That's all we know. And then we're going to look at the newly created tree person, Divine Tree, that hyped up off panel last chapter, named Ryu. His design is nothing impressive. Again, like I'm saying, Naruto's designs are way better than this. Every anime manga, the designs are better than this. There's no hype reveal in this guy. Whoever the fuck this guy's supposed to be, who cares? We thought it was going to be the Sasuke guy that was dangerous. We thought it was going to be Code that was dangerous. We thought it was going to be Jura that was dangerous. The next chapter, that guy's probably going to get his ass whooped. There is no stakes in any of this, because everything gets resolved the next chapter. Code shows up to the village. Oh, we think the village is in danger. The tree people attack the village. The trees people get taken out by Genin / they aren't even Chunin. Maybe they are Chunin. They get taken out pretty easily, but one attack. Code gets his face stomped on by Boruto. Boruto and Code go back and forth. I can beat your ass. You can beat my ass. Kawaki shows up. Boruto flees. Boruto immediately comes back and talks shit to Kawaki. Kawaki and Boruto, their curse marks go off. Whatever the Ashiki marks go off. So they both flee away. Boruto comes back again because his sister's in danger. His sister escapes danger. Everything is resolved the next chapter. There are no stakes. In a short manga, Dr. Stone is short. And in 50 chapters, we did a whole Stone War arc. In 130 chapters, we did a New World arc. Those had stakes. And I talked about that. Demon Slayer had stakes. We fucking fought, what's his name? Muzan for like 30 fucking chapters. And you guys know, when I was talking about them chapters, that shit was getting hyped and crazy. This is 14 chapters of the plot twist that y'all said blew y'all's minds resolved in like 14 chapters. It's stupid, man. It's dumb. I'm not going to drag it out. I'm not going to shit on it much longer. But that's why I didn't talk about chapter 12, because nothing happened in chapter 12. There'd be nothing to say. This chapter, once again, there's nothing to say. I don't know how people make long content about Boruto when nothing is happening. I don't understand it. Anyways, that's all for this video. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, this video was sponsored by me, the author of the Shinry series, the Chronicles of Wayne, and Monsterverse. So I figured I'd do this outro a little bit different by showing you guys what you guys will be checking out. So, the Shinry series starts with Book 1, Shobu Samurai Project Aryoku. 10 years after the death of his parents, Shobu Samurai returns home seeking vengeance, but instead faces a choice to save his home from shadow creatures, blood beasts, and an organization once thought dead. Shinry's Shobu Samurai starts at $9.99. And if you love anime, manga, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fairy Tail, Shaman King, Rave Master, Zatch Bell, anything like that, the Shinry series is definitely the series for you. You'll definitely want to check it out. The Sword of Light is probably the thickest one so far. And then these books are 2. This is Enter the Dread Zone Tournament. And the series original ending, Arado, the Legendary Conjuring Master. So, and I'll show you guys some of the covers. Really proud of all of these. But I hope you guys check it out. If you don't like that, I also have the current published books for the Chronicles of Wayne, Love Be Damned, Cotton Candy, Full Moons, Fabled Lovers, A Cursed Virgin's Bite. If You Go Where Monsters Dance, Red Will Rain Over Your House. Love Be Damned. Now, the Chronicles of Wayne is about a geeky guy, or a nerdy guy in high school. His senior year, he has a crush on the hottest guy in school, because of course he does. He's only got one best friend, and her name is Barb. Well, the hottest guy in school turns out to be a werewolf. And to make the story more interesting, he bites Wayne and turns Wayne into the first ever wolfman in the last 10 years. And because of that, it was also a sacred law that wolfmen should never be created. I don't want to get into too much of the Chronicles of Wayne without spoiling it, but I can tell you it's very short. This one sells for $6.99, and Love Be Caged right after it. The ending of this trilogy, Love Be Liberated, comes out in October. So I'm going to definitely do a more full in-depth review of this one. But yeah, it's an LGBT fantasy fiction story about werewolves, vampires, white witches, a dark warlock, and, well, many, many more surprises to come. So if you guys like to read, I definitely recommend. These are all the books so far in the Shinry series, except for Shinry's Beginning. I do have that one, but it's just not here with me. But yeah, I appreciate a like, support, or just a review on Amazon. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.